We have a game that goes down to the final seconds here in the semis as your Florida Gators are going to take on the Penn State Nittany Lions here in the Cotton Bowl. The winner of this one's going to head to the national championship here as we work on concluding our Coach KJ Carousel dynasty. If you haven't seen our game last week in the quarterfinals against the Texas A&M Aggies, you also got to check that one out. That was one heck of a game as we came back from 28-3 down. Everything went wrong early in that one and we fought our way back. This week, we're taking on the Nittany Lions, who are our former team. We started off as the OC there, and we worked our way up to becoming the head coach of the Florida Gators. So I recruited a lot of the guys on Penn State, and I can't wait to take them on and take them down. As you can see, it's kind of weird, but it's raining here in the Cotton Bowl. I guess they forgot to close the roof in Jerry World. I don't know. It's just kind of an odd situation, but we have seen this happen before, actually. I remember the bowl game in Phoenix, actually. I can't remember who was playing in it. I want to say it was Wisconsin and somebody else. And it rained there in Arizona's stadium because they didn't close the roof and nobody was expecting it. So we have a weird occurrence of that happening once again as it's 3rd and 1. Garcia's going to pull it on the read option, and Garcia is going to get the first down. That's a 9-yard gain. We're going to keep this drive moving as Garcia is going to pass again. He has an open receiver, but that was a nice play by Eric Webb to lay out and swat that one down. So 2nd and 10, back to Marlowe on the ground. Marlowe jukes. He didn't break that tackle. He picks up just one there. So it's 3rd and long now. Garcia's going to have to pass. He has an open receiver, and that's Macario Dorba holding on, fighting ahead all the way down to the 36-yard line. That's a 21-yard pickup right there. Garcia looking to pass to an open Jaden Norwood. One man to beat. And he couldn't juke him out, and everybody caught up to him. But that's a huge play right there as Garcia's looking to pass now. He's going to throw it underneath. That's Freeman holding on, and he picks up a few yards there. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 6. From the gun, Garcia again looking to pass, feeling pressure, and he barely got that pass away. That's going to bring it to 3rd down now as Garcia is going to pass as you'd expect, and it's a screen out there. Ladarius Marlowe gets it, but he's caught from behind. We're not able to convert, so it's 4th down. We're probably going to settle for 3. That's a smart decision. It's a 35-yard kick that is up and good. Joshua Williams is a fantastic kicker. Didn't expect him to miss that one, so it's 3-0 Florida. Now, the thing you'll notice is at the very beginning of this game, we didn't have the rain. Well, I've been having some issues with my emulator, and it crashed on me, so I had to restart the game. I'm hoping it holds out long enough for me to be able to finish off this series properly. I do know that I'm able to finish off this season at the very least. I am through this year, but the future sims are going to be kind of tough because the emulator it hasn't been working well. And truthfully, I'll admit some of it's on me. I'm not going to fight to repair it when I know we have EA Sports College Football 25 coming out soon. It's been a great run. The guys at College Football Revamped deserve all the credit in the world for everything they did for this game. But ultimately, it's about to become irrelevant, so I'm not going to spend the time to try to fix it. And, I hope it just holds out, and we'll see how it affects the ending of the series. Either way, we'll be able to do some simming, I believe, and get through the rest of the series. As Penn State's been driving on this drive, and they pitch it out there to Chukwueklu, who goes out of bounds. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 3 for Tyler Charpentier, who we recruited to the Nittany Lions, and he checks it down again to Chukwueklu. That's a 2-yard gain, and the Nittany Lions decide to go for it, and that's pretty shocking as Charpentier's by himself in the backfield. He tucks and runs, and he's gonna get the first down. He's down to like the 18-yard line. That's a 7-yard rush. Great play call there. You don't expect that out of Tyler Charpentier. He's more of a pocket passer, so he's gonna check it down to Brown underneath. He goes out of bounds. That's a short gain. 2nd and 7. Charpentier passing again. He finds Chukwueklu again. That's a 5-yard pickup, bringing up 3rd and 2 now. Charpentier passing. He's not going to run here. Feeling no pressure, and he finds Brown open across the middle. That's a touchdown. Penn State's going to take the early lead here today, 7-3. And that is going to be an update for Tyler Charpentier. As you can see, he broke their all-time passing touchdown record over Trace McSorley. That's a huge advantage that he has now. That's a great career. And hopefully this is his final game as we almost throw a pick there. Garcia's got to be smarter. He struggled with that all season as we go to the ground game, and Marlowe cuts on a dime. He only ends up picking up a yard, but that was way better than what it could have been because that looked like he was about to lose 5 as we're going to pass down the field to Sam Freeman, who holds on through the big hit. That's a 17-yard gain and a Gator first down. Back to the ground game. Ladarius Marlowe juking, and he only picks up probably 3 on that play. He should have went north of there a little bit, went straight ahead. So we're going to pass it on 2nd down, and that's Logan Houston holding on, picking up 8 and keeping them chains moving for the Gators. Coming out in the pistol here, it's going to be a screen pass. We get it to Marlowe at the last second. It doesn't look like this play is going to work well. He ends up getting more yards out of it than I expected, though, as he picks up 4. We will gladly take that. Gayasi Blanks checks into the game. Garcia passing. He has an open Logan Houston. Big first down there. That's a 10-yard gain. The Gators are marching. This is probably the last play of the first quarter. Garcia's going to fire and find Davis. Nope, he dropped it. I thought that was going to be an easy completion. So we end up with another play in the first quarter as Garcia's going to take a shot to the end zone. Macario Dorba, it was underthrown. Dorba had to stop, and that was picked. Now, that's the mistakes that we can't have. This is going to be your final play of the third quarter. It's Tyler Charpentier to Jeff Tom, who breaks the tackle. Jeff Tom going down the sideline, gets knocked out of bounds after picking up 19. Penn State's in excellent position here, leading this game 7-3. They are in total control, and it looks like the Gators are really trying to end their season. They got lucky last week being able to come back from their mistakes against A&M. If they do that again, they're not going to advance. They need to be smarter with the ball. But the good news is that's well within our control, so as long as we stop them here on 3rd and 8 and don't turn it over, we can get the lead in this one. As Charpentier is going to fire and find an open Jeff Tom. There was nobody over there. That was an easy 17-yard pickup. So they go to the ground game, and it's Colton Smith-Black getting hit in the backfield, busting off of that and bursting ahead. I don't know why he cut out wide there. That hurt his momentum a little bit. That's a 17-yard run. If he didn't cut it out wide, he might have gotten 20, 25, maybe even into the end zone as Charpentier is going to tuck and run for 2. He lost his balance right from the beginning there as they go back to the ground. It's Colton Smith-Black again, cutting it straight up and running through Max Pierre for an extra 4 yards. That's going to set up the Nittany Lions with a 1st and goal as Smith-Black gets carry, fumbles the ball. The ball's out, and it's recovered by Doug Cottrell. The Gators get a turnover. That's what they need. We cannot afford to not have turnovers in this game. However, they are going to review it, and it's pretty clear as day to me that he is down. So the Nittany Lions will retain possession here. Like I said, this one's an obvious one as you look at it. Knee down, then the ball moves. So I fully expect, as it happened, the Nittany Lions get the ball back. Now they go right back to Colton Smith-Black, and he's going to cut again. If he powered ahead, that's a touchdown. So it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 1, and they're going to pass with Charpentier, and he finds an open Joshua Jefferson for the 2-yard touchdown. The Nittany Lions are going to advance their lead up to 14-3. That's another record for Tyler Charpentier. He just broke that one. That's the all-time career passing record for the Penn State Nittany Lions as the Gators take over here. Gassi Blanks loses 2 on the ground there. But we're going to go right back to him, and he can't get out wide. That's his problem. He doesn't have the top-end speed, and that's ultimately what hurts him out there is we're going to throw to Sam Freeman on 3rd down, and that pass is broken up. It's a quick 3 and out, and the Nittany Lions get the ball back and go right back to Colton Smith-Black, who busts off another tackle and is powering ahead. That's a nice 14-yard run. That dude he's impressive. He's broke a ton of tackles today already as he's going to try to get away from J.J. White. That one didn't work. He ends up losing 2. So on 2nd down, they come out in the gun, and they're going to hand it right back off to Smith-Black, and he ran over Doug Cottrell. However, Cottrell got him to the ground, so that's all that matters. It's 3rd and 13 for Charpentier. He finds an open Gideon. However, he cannot get the 1st down. That's a 10-yard gain. The Gators get the stop they need. Coach KJ needs to get his offense firing now. If we can't get moving the ball, we're going to lose this one. It's Jensen Skalski picking up 7 on 1st down. We go to Blanks, who remains in the game here. He finds a little bit of space going straight ahead. That's a 5-yard rush and a Gator 1st down. We'll take it. Blanks still in the game, getting another carry here. Blanks jukes, and that's solid. We'll take 9 yards. I'm okay with that. Right back to the ground game again, and he's going to not get the 1st down. He gained nothing there. They stuffed him immediately. So on 3rd and 1, it's Ladarius Marlowe back in the game, and it's a pass to Sam Freeman in double coverage. He holds on. We're lucky that wasn't a turnover. Gators keep marching here with the 1st down as it's a shot down the field to Logan Houston here for 28. That's a great throw by Dana Garcia. He read it perfectly as we go back to the ground game. Ladarius Marlowe jukes. He picks up 8. That's nice. I love his speed, man. It just makes such a difference, especially with Blanks being back as we go to the end zone, and the Gators get a touchdown. Jensen Skalski with the 10-yard score. Florida's going to make this a 4-point ball game. It's 14-10 here late in the 2nd quarter. However, the Nittany Lions have a chance to answer. They find Gideon for a good pickup there to start this drive off. That's a 12-yard gain. So, again, Charpentier is going to pass with 31 seconds left in the half. He checks it down. That's Collier bursting ahead. It's up around midfield. That's an 8-yard gain. They need to go a little quicker, and that is they've used 2 timeouts now. Charpentier is going to pass. He has an open receiver. That's Collier again. That's a bigger play. That's a 15-yard pickup, and now they're on the edges of field goal range with 19 seconds left. Charpentier passing to the sideline. Great throw to Roberts, who gets out of bounds, picks up 8. So Charpentier is going to pass with 15 seconds. He has an open receiver, and that's Jeff Tom at the 5 and into the end zone. The Gators gave up the touchdown. How did we do that? It's 21-10, and that'll probably be your halftime score. As you notice, Tyler Charpentier is 16 of 16 today. He is impressive. He's been on fire, and he hasn't missed yet. As that's a deep shot to Tommy Taylor, the second, for a huge gain. The Gators are now possibly in field goal range as they're going to attempt like a 52-yard field goal that's up, and Joshua Williams drills it. We end up getting a field goal out of that. We'll take it. It's 21-13. It's now an 8-point ball game, basically just a one-score game. I think the Gators can still come back and win this game. They just got to play better in the second half. They need to get a turnover, I think, because if we lose the turnover battle, I don't think we can win this game. Our offense has been pretty equal with Penn State's. They have a little bit more yardage than us, but truthfully, I think we're the better team today. I know that's a little cocky to say, but if we didn't have a turnover, I think we'd be winning. Or at the very least, it'd be tied up. I could be wrong, but I just feel that confident. I think we're playing pretty well. We just got to limit our mistakes, as Penn State is going to get the ball to start the second half. So we are going to need our defense to step it up here and get the stop. I think it's possible, though. I honestly think as long as they don't lean into the ground game too much, we'll be okay. Colton Smith-Black's been impressive so far, as he's going to fall ahead there for 3 yards, even though that should have been no gain. Absolutely no gain there. It's a pass by Tyler Charpentier that's picked off by Zach Poydras. That's the mistake we needed right here. Now we need a touchdown on this drive. We need points at the very least. We can't get nothing. Ladarius Marlowe's fighting. He just couldn't go anywhere. He ended up losing a yard. That was a tough run, even though it went for a negative yardage as we go back to the ground game. And this time it's Marlowe juking and finding that extra space he usually does. It's an 8-yard gain. Now Garcia's by himself in the backfield. It's going to be a quick pass to Macario Dorba, who can't get the first down. It's 4th and inches, and we decide we're going for it. Guyassi Blanks in the game, getting the carry, and he's going to power ahead for a 5-yard gain. It makes sense to go to the big back in that situation to keep this drive moving, as it's Marlowe back in the game by himself, getting the carry and picking up 7. He is such a dynamic back. I love his yards per carry. Right back to Marlowe again as he's going to cut, and this time he got caught up on no lineman. If he could have cut that back, that would have been a bigger gain, as it's 3rd and 1, and we go to Guyassi Blanks, and he can't power ahead. It's going to be 4th and 3, and this time we decide let's settle for the field goal. Let's not risk it, make it 21-16. We will take that. It gets us back in this game, and it's Charpentier running the speed option and pitching it to Colton Smith-Black, who cannot get away from Max Pierre. It's just a 3-yard gain as they go back to Smith-Black again, and we sent everybody. We thought it was going to be a run, and it worked perfectly. They end up losing a yard, forcing them into a 3rd and 8 where they have to pass, and they find an open Jeff Tom. He got hit hard at the end of that and spun by Akil Wesley, but that was another big conversion for the Nittany Lions, as J.J. White's going to get in there and get a tackle for a loss there on Tyler Charpentier. They're going to bring Walters in motion, and they're going to go with the triple option again, and it's a pitch to Walters one-on-one with Max Pierre, and Pierre stops him. He gave up a little bit of space there, but it's 3rd and 7 now. Smith-Black beside Charpentier in the backfield. Charpentier passing, and he has an open Walters again. Tony Apu gets the tackle, but that's an 18-yard gain, and we need to figure this out. Every 3rd down, their receivers are just getting free releases, as it's Walters again getting basically a free release. That's a 20-yard gain, setting the Nittany Lions up at the 23-yard line. Charpentier on the read option goes down. That's Norkeithius Moore getting him from behind. So it's going to be 2nd and 11 now as Charpentier is going to pass. And this time we seem to have the guys covered till late when Roberts comes open. That's a 14-yard gain, and Charpentier is burning us. He's such a great quarterback. I wish you could have come with us to Florida, but with Jack Garola, I didn't see a point in keep trying to recruit him to the Gators, as it's Davis getting the carry here. Davis getting the edge, and Davis getting the touchdown. Nate D. Davis is a player we recruited to the Nittany Lions as well. He's a little bit of a lower overall, but he's going to find his way into the NFL. He's just a back that is kind of a power back, a little bit like a Guyassi Blanks, where he doesn't have top-end speed. So it's 28-16, and Jensen Skalski's back in the return. Skalski at the 30, 40. Jensen Skalski at the 50. One man to beat. He outruns him. That's going to be a Gators touchdown and another kick return. Jensen Skalski with the 100-yard kick return score. It's 28-23 now. That's exactly what we needed. We answered back immediately. put all the pressure back on the Nittany Lions. This Charpentier is going to hand it off to Colton Smith-Black. Colton Smith-Black with all sorts of space out to the 40. One man to beat. Uzoma Tobridge gets him down. That's our backup safety. He's an upperclassman who's only like a 67 overall. I'm so thankful he was able to get him down as it's a pass on 1st and 10. And that's, I think, like maybe the first or second miss for Tyler Charpentier all day. And his only other miss was actually a pick. So it's Colton Smith-Black busting ahead. That's a 21-yard gain. Charpentier looking to pass, minute 33 left in the third quarter. He's feeling no pressure, and he finds Jeff Tom open eventually. Noah Anibagnon backed off a little too much there. Charpentier can't get the pitch away to Colton Smith-Black. J.J. White with the 4-yard TFL. That's what we need. They're going to send their tight end in motion, Smith-Black next to Charpentier, and it's a delay, and Smith-Black actually finds some space off of that. It's like a 7 or 8 yard gain. It's going to be 3rd and 7 now for the Nittany Lions. Charpentier going to pass. We get pressure in there, but it's a screen, and it's read perfectly by Jared Wells. That's a 2-yard loss, and the Nittany Lions are going to be forced to settle for 3. That's what we counted on when we got that field goal right before halftime. It's still just an 8-point game. As Garcia is going to look to pass here with 11 seconds left in the third quarter. He pump fakes, and then that's a terrible pass. Devontae Jackson should have picked that off. 2nd and long now. They're sending a blitz at Garcia, and he checks it down. That one just falls incomplete. So now it's 3rd and long, and we got a pass with Garcia, and he has an open receiver, but that's another bad pass. That's going to end the third quarter here. It's 31-23. The Gators just missed a big opportunity there, in my opinion, and that was just honestly bad play from our quarterback, Dana Garcia. We've seen a lot of that this year, but then he gets hot and he plays well enough to keep moving on. He reminds me a lot, honestly, of Joe Flacco right now, and I don't think that's a great thing because he was only able to get hot that one time and get him to the Super Bowl. Other than that, he wasn't able to do much, and we only really have a shot this year to win because this is our last full season playing it, so we need to get the championship this year, and we need just better play from our quarterback ultimately. We cannot afford for him to keep playing bad as it's 3rd and 7, and they direct snapped it to Colton Smith-Black, and he might get the first down, but he got decked. Zach Poydras stopped him, and I can't believe it, but the Nittany Lions actually punted that ball. I thought they were going to go for it. It goes out of the end zone. 6:33 left in the ball game. Our offense goes out there. I think we need a touchdown to 2-point conversion on this drive as Garcia goes nowhere on 1st down. He got stuffed immediately. Garcia again looking to pass. He almost threw another pick. He's got to be safer with the ball. He hasn't been good today as it's play action. Garcia looking to pass. Taking a deep shot. This time we have a guy open. It's Logan Houston at the 40, 30. He's at the 25, the 20, and they trip him up. He goes down at the 16-yard line. That's a 64-yard pass play and exactly what we need as he goes underneath. That's Macario Dorba juping, breaking a tackle. Dorba falling ahead to like the 1.5-yard line. So it's 1st and goal now, and we go to the ground game. It's Darian Jackson walking in. Touchdown, Florida. It's 31-29. Let's get this 2-point conversion and tie this ball game up. It's what we need to do. So let's see, can we hit it with Garcia? He's looking to pass. He's on the move. He stops, and he threw it into coverage. There was nobody open. That play just didn't work. So it's 31-29 with 5:23 left in this ball game. Charpentier is going to spread us out on 1st down and pass it underneath the Getty, who goes out of bounds after picking up 5. So again, by himself in the backfield. This time Charpentier tucks the run, and he's going to go down inches shy of the sticks. It's 3rd and inches. They're probably going to pass here, and that's what they do. Charpentier has an open receiver. Getty and beat Poydras over the top. That's a 23-yard gain, and the Nittany Lions are almost in field goal range as Charpentier is going to tuck the run again. He ended up losing 3. That worked, but now you got to kind of stop calling it because we're getting pretty used to seeing that play call. As Charpentier checks it down underneath, that's Jefferson getting the reception. Jefferson fights. He picks up 6 there. That's an okay gain. So it's 3rd and medium now. Charpentier is going to throw a screen to Jeff Tom, who gets blown up by Nelson Lohman. That's a 1-yard gain, and the Nittany Lions are going to go for it. It's 4th and 5 with 3:45 left in the game, and that pass is intercepted. Zach Poydras steps out of bounds, but the Gators are not going to let him get any points, and they take over. If they can close this clock out, that's what we need to do. Is there's a fumble. We are so lucky we fell on top of that. That's a huge mistake. Let's get Darian Jackson out of the game. We brought Marlowe back in. We go underneath to Sam Freeman. That's a 6-yard gain. So now it's 3rd and 3. We're going to pass with Garcia. Honestly, we probably should have run, but that works out. We find Sam Freeman for the 1st down. He's up past midfield, down to like the 48, 49-yard line. Garcia pulling it on a triple option, pitching it to Guyassi Blanks, lowering his shoulder and falling ahead for a 9-yard gain. That's what you love to see out of our big back, is Garcia's going to pass to an open Macario Dorba on the sideline, who kind of spins around, and he picks up 8. That's a first down for the Gators, and they're again in field goal range, so they at least can take the lead here with 1:41 left. It's Dorba down the middle of the field. That's a big gain and exactly what we need. As you can see, Barlow's shaking up. We're not going to bring him back into the game. We'll leave Gassy Blanks out there, who gets the carry. Blanks jukes, and Blanks falls ahead. That's a 4-yard gain. We will gladly take that as we keep running this clock since Penn State's not calling a timeout. We're at 33 seconds. Marlowe steps back into the game. He powers ahead. That's a 9-yard gain. We're down to like the 1-yard line. So we go to Marlowe with 8 seconds left. He can't get into the end zone, but he wisely goes down. And we're planning on using as much of this clock and calling a timeout to kick a game-winning field goal, as Williams' kick is up, and it is good. There's 2 seconds left in the ball game, and the Gators are leading this one 32-31. We came from behind to hit that score late in this one. Now let's see if we can hold on, as we're going to have to kick it away to the Nittany Lions. Hopefully we don't kick it out of the end zone, and we do not. That's just a squib kick. They're going to pick it up at the goal line, basically, with Collier, and this is not looking well. It doesn't work. This game's over. The Florida Gators are going to the national championship after knocking off Coach KJ's former team, the Penn State Nittany Lions, here today. This was a fantastic game, and it came down to the wire. We nearly fumbled it away late, but luckily we got on top of that ball, and we were able to get the victory today here in a rainy Cotton Bowl. Nobody expected this in Jerry World. We all know that, as we're shaking hands with our former mentor, James Franklin. We wish him the best, but we needed to send him home as we send Tyler Charpentier off to the NFL with this victory. Jensen Skalski is going to be your player of the game with 237 all-purpose yards and a couple scores. He is such a fantastic player, man. He deserves a ton of credit. This kid's going to be special, I'll tell you that. I'm just sad I won't get to see his full career play out, as Dana Garcia went 20 for 30 for 291 yards with a touchdown and a pick. On the ground, we were not that good, truthfully, today, and that's kind of shocking that we were able to come from behind and win this game, even though we were not really that good on the ground. Logan Houston had a big day, going for 110 yards. Our defense stepped up, man. Max Pierre, Tony Apu, Zach Poydras, and Nelson Lohman each had a ton of tackles for us. Then we had 3 TFLs for J.J. White, 2 for Apu and Poydras. We didn't get any sacks, which is weird, but Poydras had 2 picks, and they were so important to us, as Tyler Charpentier went 28 of 31 with 3 touchdowns and 2 picks. That means only one of his passes hit the ground. He was super impressive today, as was Colton Smith-Black with 123 yards and averaging over 7 yards a carry. This Penn State offense was pretty hard to defend, I'll tell you. Jeff Tom with 120 yards and a score on 7 catches. Gideon caught 5 for 58. They were just all around a really good team on offense, but our special team stepped up when we needed it to, and we had some key turnovers that really helped us out, and we had a fumble that we fell on top of that would have stopped our game-winning drive. So who knows what would have happened if we didn't land on top of that one. So I'm just thankful we got this victory and we're able to move on. And as you can see, we're going to be taking on the Miami Hurricanes. It's going to be an in-state rivalry as we head to the national title game. So we had to take down Florida State this year. Now we got to take down Miami in the title game. They knocked off Oregon 28-23. That was a good ball game right there. I wish I could have watched it, but with my emulator messing up, I couldn't. And I was planning on it and hopefully showing off highlights from it, but like I said, my emulator's been giving me issues, and I'm just trying to get through this season. And then from here, if I have to sim, I'm fine with that. I just don't want to take any chances. We need to play this title game and get our first title as number 1 versus number 2. It ends up being exactly what we expect in the title game. Miami actually is the better team, so this is going to be a tough matchup. They have been slightly worse points per game, but their actual offensive yards have been better than ours for the most part. Their defense has been better than ours, so we have a pretty tough game coming up here, and I'm not looking forward to having to take them on. I know that they're going to be a tough team that's going to give us everything we can handle, so I'm excited to get to it. It's going to be the next episode. I'm LDJ11. I want to thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and keep an eye out for the national title game. I'll be back with it soon. Have a great day. I'm out.